it down. Didn't we, oh god, I'm trying to figure out something that oh yeah, what murderer would kill someone in their house, chop them up, put them in garbage bags, put them in the, not in the attic, but in the basement, and leave? If you would kill someone in their house, would you chop them up, put them in a garbage bag, and
someone who
leave
isn't
them there and then walk out?
someone who doesn't care if they get caught. Someone who just wants to murder someone.
Okay, but still, that's a weird way of leaving a body.
Well, she's a weird woman.
No, but just think about it. If it's a break-in, right?
It wasn't. It was her.
Yeah, but
But we don't need to think about that because we know it was her.
Yeah, but still, that just proves that it probably is her. Because what guy would do that? Would
Yeah,
come in
no
there,
one
break
would.
in.
No.
You know, that's what I'm trying to say.
What?
I think I killed Simon because he was having an affair.
What? No.
Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there.
No, you didn't.
I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me.
You didn't, but
I
Eve
mean,
did.
why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Eve didn't.
Can you go back to the start of the video? I didn't quite catch that.
What did your wife do? She didn't kill you.
Oh, so this is where she asked if the cop had an affair. The cop says yes, I
Well,
had
I
an
didn't
affair.
kill him. I wasn't.
Okay, she just kind of freaks out.
I mean, what if they were crazy? You hear about these crazy people all the time. I mean, why would anyone who knew Simon want to kill him?
Because of spaghetti?
Because you're insane.
Yes.
You're a crazy person.
I'm not sure where the
Crazy
dollhouse
bastard.
came from.
What?
I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows.
Someone just hits the microphone.
We spent
Happens.
hours and hours playing in it, invented all these characters and families who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, gave them all really elaborate stories.
Wow, that explains Eve.
Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise. We tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
Oh, that's a fun book. I recently heard about that. It's about a woman. It's about a guy who takes a woman every time and then he kills her.
What?
After he sleeps with her. And then this woman gets called forward and she doesn't, like, she tells him all these interesting stories and then
Oh, I know
she
that. Yeah,
tells him-
it's about like
Yeah.
a sultan, and he sleeps with a woman every night, and then he asks her like, "Can you give me one reason not to kill you?"
yeah.
And then it usually they can't give him a reason, so he kills them. But this woman tells him,
A story and then she
Yeah,
won't
and
finish
he-
it.
yeah,
So he has to keep her alive every night because he wants to hear the end of the story.
Yeah.
And that's how she does 101 stories. And that's
Did
why it's
1001?
Yeah, that's what I mean. 1001 Arabian Nights because
Yeah.
she survives 1001 Arabian Nights because of all her stories.
and then she dies
Yeah, I think so.
because the story's done.
I haven't really read the story. I've just heard about it, and I really want to read it. But okay.
All right, so
Tonight or night? Just night.
night. Oh, some new ones.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton.
Right,
It would have been too much to do more.
haven't
We were
queered
staying for the
wedding.
baby.
we haven't.
It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Get through the last one and then do the wedding.
Okay.
I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
Right, okay, that's more of her denying killing someone.
Yeah. What was I gonna call it?
Wedding.
Oh yeah.
Their typing is really upscale. Oh, there's one we haven't seen. There's one we haven't seen. Dick.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding.
Oh, this after the shotgun wedding.
We had our first dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Okay, do dance.
Oh. Dance. No, just that one.
Marriage.
Marriage. Oh.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Oh, we haven't even done sex or anything.
No.
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
So this is just more Simon.
After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people.
What?
He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
Wait.
So Simon knows about both Eve and Hannah, and he tries to prove that they're different people.
Hold on.
Hold down.
I think I just figured something out, which again does not get us closer to the murder. But
I might.
these, or the ones with the shelf behind her, are at the police station. And the ones with nothing behind her are in a mental institution. Because every single one in the one without anything behind her, they already know she's crazy. Because in these ones, she's like, oh yeah, no. I don't know how to explain my theory, but I think that's my theory. Because why would they make her take a polygraph to prove that she is who she says she is? Like 2 weeks after they start interviewing her.
That could just be a baseline.
2 weeks later.
No. They always ask you like, are you insert name? Are you insert age? And then you say yes and yes to that because they know that's true. When you say yes to that because
Yeah,
they get
but
that
at
off
this
your
point they
driver's
already know
license.
she's crazy because they've been asking her, "Are you two different people?
No, because
Or are
in
you
the
twins?" No,
polygraph,
but
you
no.
need to have a baseline.
I know, but they had. We saw a clip where the question was clearly, "Do you really have twins?" or something like that.
Oh yeah, right.
And then
That
we were
was in
like,
the
"Oh
police
no,
station.
she's yeah." But that. So I think that's where they found out that she doesn't really have twins and that she is crazy. And then they sent her to this different place where they then asked her with the polygraph and everything.
Why is that in the police database then? That's the only thing.
Well, I don't think this is necessarily just well, because the police would have gone there and interviewed her there.
Right, they
It
would
would
probably
still be in
get
the
the
police.
data. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they still need to know the murder
Yeah,
she did it.
of
so-
course.
Yeah, okay. That might be. That's an interesting thing.
So maybe she's
I didn't
like
even
in a-
actually notice that the shelf and shit.
Yeah,
like,
but
the
it's
background.
but it's also only in that one where she's wearing some kind of gown,
Drape.
whatever it is.
Yeah, the weird beige blouse thingy. Mental.
Like in a mental institution.
There was something else I wanted to.
Maybe she's in a hospital, a mental hospital. Oh,
Ask the hospital.
oh, there's this one.
Yeah, that's about.
Yeah.
Wow, that had a lot of information.
I don't see how it's hard. We've established I was in Glasgow when he was killed. You've spoken with the hospital.
So in 03 she gets sent to the hospital, right? On 03.
Yeah, 03 is the one where she's in the hospital.
I'm gonna add that to the timeline. 03, 07. Mental institution? Question mark?
Look, this is in an MT room, and this is in an interrogation room.
That might be why it's different. But what's empty room?
I don't know. So we should look up what an MT room is.
Empty room. The empty room. Empty room. Can't find anything, I don't know.
Nothing. What do we search now? Because we're completely stuck. We went down the rabbit hole of her being crazy. And now we know she's crazy, but we can't do anything more.
What do we have? There's probably something we missed. Something with the day of the polygraph, where she's placed in the interrogation room. There's more to this polygraph. There's not just her saying her name.
No, maybe we should look for
No,
polygraph.
wait, then again, go back, wait, no. What's the time between, yeah, it's probably the PH.
How do
Can
you spell
check
polygraph? Because
what's-
they must have mentioned it.
Can I see the time between
No.
her saying I'm Eve and the time saying her I'm this bitch?
What?
The first two ones where she's like I'm Eve and
This is
I'm...
talking about her birth.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah.
Because you've got the I'm Hannah and you've got the I'm Eve confession thing out. I just want to see the timestamp because in one she's wearing the polygraph and in the other machine and in the other one she isn't.
Oh yeah, this one. Here she says her name is Hannah. I think Hannah Smith. Or not?
Simon. Simon
No, this is
Smith.
what I'm saying.
No.
See, in the polygraph one she says she's Hannah Smith.
Yeah.
And then there's another one where she says I'm Eve. And I think that's in the interrogation room as well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Eve. Oh yeah, my parents called me Eve.
My mother called me Eve.
My mother called me Eve.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. And then, yeah.
So, but that's 11, 28, 37.
This is 11:27.
Yeah, so in that time they removed it, and then she's like, my mother called me Eve.
Hmm.
Gosh,
How do you spell polygraph?
Let me just quickly. Polygraph. You spelled it correctly.
Okay.
Polygraph.
Maybe they just call it lie detector.
Yeah, you could just lie.
Hey.
Yes. I'll take a lie detector test. I've never taken a lie detector test before. Does it really work? My name. That was the only question I failed. Your lie detector works.
So
Your lie detector works. My mother called me Eve.
So she was Eve at that time where she said my name is Hannah Smith.
Yeah,
So Eve knows they're the same person.
I think so.
But mostly with the most of the time the other person knows they're the same person, but the original person doesn't know. It's kind of weird like that. It's really complicated. Can you just do lie?